Women are lonely, and I can tell you right now, she's out there waiting for you. And this is a lesson that I think I finally learned after approaching well over 1,000 women, going on dates and meeting my current girlfriend as someone I just walked up to and met on the street. Because women are truly lonely and they're out there waiting for you to speak to them. But they're also waiting for you to get your shit together. And this is a lesson that younger me had not learned. He was desperately lonely, like all through my teenage years. I was that guy that really wanted a girlfriend and just simply watched as his friends dated the girls I wanted to. I remember one time biking across town to go for a study session with a girl that I was meant to be friends with, secretly in love with, you know how it goes. And when I turned up, she was already out with somebody else. And that was me in my sort of like nice guy era thinking, why couldn't I just get someone? Like, there were women waiting out there. I knew they were lonely. They would tell me. I was their friend, obviously, and they were just like, oh, I wish I could find somebody. And I made this mistake again in my 20s of trying to look for a girlfriend, trying to put myself out there when I'd really not gotten my shit together. And this isn't a message that you need to be perfect, but you know yourself, there are ways that you can be better, because men who have got their shit together, men who have decided to work on themselves in 3 core ways that I'm gonna list next, they're the guys that have those abundant opportunities. I've been working with guys for over 2 years, helping them get girlfriends, get relationships from all over the globe. And I see this common mistake that guys believe their only problem is that they're not meeting enough women. They're already perfect. You know, I just don't have the ability to meet women, dating apps, and yes, this is a problem, but it's not the only problem. That wasn't the problem for me when I was younger. It was the problem that I'd never really addressed, my emotional side, the fact that I was crippled with insecurity, crippled with shame, unable to connect, unable to tell a girl the truth. That was a bit of a problem. The fact that I'd never really worked on myself physically, because this is not just about being some jacked out Chad, but if you work on yourself physically, you teach yourself discipline, self-respect, and you're just generally healthier and a more confident being. It does help. I have never seen a guy who decided to get into shape become worse off for it. These are very simple steps, but the ones that most guys miss now is actually challenging for women to find a guy out there who's worked on his emotional state, that's worked on his physical state, and then that's just decided to offer himself a sense of spiritual purpose in life. And that sounds wacky, and I'm not that much of a wacky guy. I was in finance before this. But until you find a way to be able to have something in your life that means something to you other than the pursuit of women, it's really challenging to actually have a good relationship with them. Like, one of the major reasons why my previous relationship broke down, when I was like 22, 23, she was my entire world. I was still that nice guy deep down, and all I cared about was my relationship with her. So she just became my top priority. I sacrificed everything, and that just kind of made me weak and uninteresting. Now I have a career that I really care about, helping guys go through this journey. I've adopted a bunch of hobbies, a bunch of social circles that I love. So it allows me to have something in my life that means something to me other than just simply the girl. So for most guys, when I say get your shit together, it doesn't mean that you now need to be Bill Gates swanning around on yachts in the sea. It just means being the guy that is somewhat emotionally available for a relationship, is not taking insane amounts of trauma. You might not even think that that's something you need to work on, but I'm telling you, in the modern day, super underrated is a lot of the stuff that I work on with guys is their ability to emotionally connect, because that is what a relationship truly is. Otherwise, it's just kind of like a partnership, transactional kind of thing, and women just get bored by that. They're not engaged, they're not emotionally stimulated, so they leave and go for someone that can connect with them. And then just starting to work on yourself physically, giving yourself a spiritual purpose, getting your shit together is so vital. And then she's waiting for you, because every guy can do this. And I know, because I've done it, I've walked a bunch of clients through it, guys that never thought they would be able to have a relationship, never had a girlfriend before, They worked on these 3 core things, and then they found out what? Women were just waiting for them. They were just there, waiting for him to go speak to her because there were so few. Men have gotten in this toxic mindset of where they think they're already perfect. They think they're done, that there isn't anything more for them to accomplish. Women should just want to get down on their knees in front of them, just immediately, for all the amazingness that they are. Back in the day, men had to truly work to develop themselves. And we've given up on that, and I don't know why, because it's the adventure of your life. It's the most interesting thing that you can do, is develop yourself to see who you could be. So, she is out there. She's waiting for you. If you're watching this video, she is there. Like, this is the step to take to begin your journey, and she will be waiting for you. And I know where I would start if I was you, because it's the place where I began. And that is addressing the elements of your emotional world that are just so toxic. And there is one clear place where I began, and it is the most toxic emotion for men. So if you want to see what that is, check out this video here. Master the art of connecting to your emotional side, and check out this video.